Got a praise in my heart, got a praise on my lips. Gotta praise him every chance that I get. I get so excited about what he's done for me. So excited, yeah. So
there's no way to be around you and not have a smile on your face.
Thank you,
I want to just say this one last little bit of introductory encouragement.
Got a praise in my heart, got a praise on my lips. Gotta praise him every chance that I get. I get so excited about what God's done for me. So excited, I get so excited about what God's done for me. So excited, yes. Got a praise in my heart, got a praise on my lips. Gotta praise him every chance that I get. I get so excited about what he's done for me. So excited, yeah. So excited about what God's done for me. So excited, I get. Gotta praise in my heart. What's going on? Welcome to the show. I've made it back from Zamunda, and I'm happy to report all is well. Oh my goodness, what's going on, village? Welcome to the Riotous Conversations with Fran, and guess who I am? That right. So anyway, do me a favor, go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. It's another beautiful Friday, and this Friday we are in Zamunda. Come on! I promise you I'm not going to ruin it. I'm not. No, I'm really not. I'm not going to ruin it. I promise. Oh, my goodness. How was your week? Huh? I hope it was wonderful. Go ahead. Send somebody, text somebody, let them know. Fran's on. Just Fran channel on YouTube. You know my name. You don't need to know nothing else. That'll work. Hallelujah to Jesus. Hallelujah to Jesus. We made it to Friday. Ain't God good? Huh? Did he do it for you? Did he bring you on through? Huh? That's what I want to know. But y'all go ahead, like, subscribe, and share. Let somebody know that we are on. We are on this wonderful Friday, March the 5th. Huh? In the beautiful city of Los Angeles. Yes. I promise I'm not going to do that for the whole show, too. Man. What a week. Listen, people. So remember I told you that I was going to be recording on Sunday, right? Well, it went well, you know. I didn't expect my weekend to be so emotional, but it was. You know, it's amazing how, you know, you just keep running, you sleep that. Okay, I'll deal with that later. You know, I'll deal with that emotion later. You know, I gotta put my lotion on. I'll deal with that emotion later. And everything just kind of came to a head. Somebody asked me, what type of lotion is this that I'm using? This is vitamin E cream. It's Swiss, what does it say? Swiss collagen complex, something. Anyway, it's good for dry skin. Hallelujah to Jesus. So I'm going to make sure that my skin doesn't get dry. So anyway, I did the recording, right? And it went well. You know, my crew was amazing, as always. So I was happy about that, you know. And so then here comes Monday. And I think by Monday, I was just over everything. And this might not have been the best time for me to check out the United States versus Billie Holiday. Children of God. I was so emotionally distraught by the time I finished that movie. It's a whirlwind. It was definitely an eye opener. Because I mean, I know some really didn't know the story. I knew a little bit about the story. I mean, I honestly just kind of respected Billie Holiday as a jazz singer. Did not know that her platform was on the heels, literally the Achilles tendon of her her disdain for lynching, and she sung about it. First time I heard Strange Fruit, and I almost titled this episode Strange Fruit, but I didn't want to, I didn't want everybody to be like, oh goodness, here we go, swing low, sweet. I didn't want you to go that route. But what I did want was to point out the fact that they were mad at Billie for making them look in the mirror. She sung a song about what they did, and they said that she was inciting anger. She was inciting riots and stuff, and riotous thoughts. So, for those that didn't know, Donald Trump wasn't the first one to be somewhat charged with the same thing, charged with inciting riotous behavior. Okay. Billie Holiday sung about Strange Fruit. And the first time I heard Strange Fruit, I was at Los Angeles at Venice Academy. We were preparing for a Black History program. Of course, it was happening in February. So they started the rehearsals for the Black History program. It was honestly some of the dancers, especially the dancers that were going to participate, they were actually practicing simultaneously as we were finishing up our Christmas presentation, right? So I got a chance to see them dance. I got a chance to, Sounds of Blackness recorded the song, and they had the wind blowing and the rustling of trees in the wind, that whole sound effect, so it really, really, helped paint the picture. And when I tell you, by the time it got to the bulging eyes and the twisted mouths, I'm like, this song is not about a fruit tree anymore. And I was a kid, so I was still learning, For those that are just coming in, I'm talking about the United States versus Billie Holiday. I'm gonna get there, and then I'm gonna get to Zamunda. But anyway, it was really a trip. Oh, and I have another sidebar. Y'all remind me that I want to tell y'all something about Ma Rainey. Ma Rainey's Blues. I want to tell y'all something about that too. But anyway, it really tripped me out once I realized, oh my goodness, this is, I knew, the stories of what was happening, sometimes, especially when you're discussing history, most history books, that some things they just kind of gloss over. And so the civil rights movement is not a big thing in most of your history books. You might not even really see too much about slavery in your history books. And so more than likely, the education that you receive concerning it either comes from your church or some affluent organization that you might have your children a part of in something in the performing arts era. They'll probably get introduced to it. And, most times the most that you'll get out of Black History Month is Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, Frederick Douglass, Charles Drew. Who else can I think of? Those are the normal names that you get. And then as time progresses, then you'll hear of course, your Maya Angelou. Then you'll hear your Toni Morrisons. You'll hear Marian Anderson. Yeah, Marian Anderson. Who are some other people? And now, of course, Obama, Oprah. So it's good. Okay, it's healthy that we're having these conversations. And it's even more interesting that even in this movie, I know the other movies I've talked about, like Judas and the Black Messiah. I talked to you guys about how Martin Luther King had his Judas. Malcolm X had his Judas. Billie Holiday had hers too. And honey, I was ready to fight. Okay, because I kind of saw it coming, but I was like, nah, bro, not gonna do her like that. And sure enough, he did. And so it's just it's something to be disliked. Okay. It is something to be considered hated. It is something, and I struggle with my words sometimes concerning this because I don't want to seem I don't want to seem bitter, but at the same time, I don't feel I need to make any apologies for what I need to say. The idea that they tried to take her down because of drugs. Hoover had his war on, well, not Hoover. The whole idea of the war on drugs and and stuff like that. That just kind of did something to me because I could really see how oh, why can't I say the man's name? It starts with the A, but he acted like Hoover, but it's Allenheiser, something like that. If you know what it is, somebody put it in the chat. The guy that went after Billie Holiday, the FBI agent, not the black guy, the white guy, the guy that he was whatever his title is, he was in charge. Okay, but he really had it out for Billie Holiday. Long story short, she was dealing with a lot, and these are some of the areas that lead me to believe this is why God instructed us and why Jesus was so serious about making sure that we're mindful of what we do to the least of them. I couldn't help but while I'm watching it, I'm just thinking like she's suffering. She's suffering because of her upbringing. No one offered her, the idea of that maybe, just maybe, she needed some therapy so that she could deal. And one pivotal thing that was said by a friend who always traveled with her was that, she gives so much. And you would think that her relief would come when she's on stage, but even then, she's giving herself away then. Because people love to come hear her sing. Her voice is just completely different. And I honestly believe Andra Day did a glorious job portraying Billie Holiday. I mean, just phenomenal. And I was not shocked when she won the Golden Globe. And many congratulations to Andra Day. In attacking this amazing role, telling an amazing story, a tragic story. But I love how she portrayed Billie strong to the end, even in death, the idea of Billie Holiday singing around her hotel room, can't no grave hold my body down, and when I heard that song, I immediately thought of this deacon from Mount Pilgrim Baptist Church over on San Pedro. His name is Deacon Harris. And just the thought of that old man just brings tears to my eyes. Oh, dark skin. Oh, midnight skin with a smile that could light up a room, and this white hair that stood in a perfectly coiffed fro. And boy, could that man sing. Before I knew what quartet was and just what good gospel, I just knew Deacon Harris could sing. And that was one of the songs that he would sing. All right, I'm going to get off the Billie Holiday because I feel the waterworks coming. Because sometimes some movies take my brain down memory lane. And I have good memories. Shout out to Miss Diane Thomas for my beautiful Conversations with Fran mug. Happy about it. Perfectly pert. Glory to Jesus. Oh my goodness. Don't forget, for everybody that's in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. on the Just Fran channel on YouTube so you can get notifications. And remember, if you want to see your comments in the conversation, if you want to see them on the screen, you have to go over to YouTube to watch. I know I have my Facebook family that checks me out, and I so appreciate you all. And I enjoy our conversation, but I also like showing your comments so that others can check it out. Jamaica, you want a mug? Ain't it cute though? I know. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Yeah, it's a cute mug. Oh, you want the conversations with Fran mug. I can make that happen, Jamaica. I can make that happen. And that's funny that you should say that because I actually thought about my village. I got some Show Enough Village watchers that I was gonna make sure that they could have their mugs. So when we have the show, we could, have our mugs. You just gave me an idea, Jamaica. Yes, Collins, really coming to America. I'm getting to it. We about to get to it right now. Because when I tell you, this movie gave me all the feels, okay? All the feels. I was here for all of it. It just really made me happy, honestly. Okay, someone asked me my opinion. What is your opinion of Coming to America? And I said it was the corniest, funny sequel for 2021. It was no, I'm just being honest. It was kind of corny. But it was funny though. Like I can't take that away. And I remember I saw somewhere on Instagram where somebody was giving a disclaimer that the movie that just came out today is not a remake. It is a sequel. And yes, that is absolutely true. What came out today, Coming to America, it's the sequel. That was the whole reason they put the two in the middle, but whatever. It picks up where the first one left off. And if any of you are familiar with Cobra Kai is I guess you could say the sequel series to the Karate Kid franchise. Okay. Cobra Kai was the villainous competition team, if you would, in the movie The Karate Kid. And so they brought back the sequel on that. They brought the main actors back on a series on Netflix called Cobra Kai. So I said all of that to say this is kind of the same thing with Coming to America. You will get the flashbacks. Okay, they give them to you. You literally don't have to sit there and try to explain. For instance, let's say you're watching the movie with someone who needs their black card revoked. Okay, I'm just playing. I'm not. But let's say you're watching the movie with someone who either has not seen Coming to America, the first one, or doesn't really remember it. Okay, because I'm gonna be honest. What's the movie? You know how everybody know, well, maybe not everybody, but you know how most black people that have a valid black card, they know all of the scenes to all of the Fridays. They know all of the scenes to Boys in the Hood, Juice, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so those movies were around my era. And actually, I'm actually not Juice and a couple of them. I don't think I was old enough to watch them at the time. However, I had friends who had seen them because, well, parents do what parents do. They allow their kids to watch them. And then sometimes parents didn't know that their kids had seen it already because they had older brothers and sisters that could take them to the movie theater. But I grew up in a house where if it said rated R, don't even ask to go see it. Okay? All right. House Party. One day I'm going to tell y'all the story about my mama probably just fell out laughing right now. But one day I'm going to tell you guys the story of House Party and the story of House Party and how my dad ended up eating a moldy sandwich. Y'all gonna trip. But what I'll tell you guys about that on another day. But for right now, Zamunda is calling me. Wesley Snipes. Um, listen, listen. Okay, see, I'm really trying to catch myself so I don't mess up. But Wesley Snipes is funny. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so used to seeing him play serious roles. Um, I'm so used to it that it was refreshing. Like I said, it was so corny, but it was so good, like all at the same time. It was just it was definitely what you need on a Friday. Like everybody that's probably either watching it right now or gonna watch it tonight, gonna watch it tomorrow, you're just let everything go. Just and let your soul glow. Just let it go, okay? Be free and enjoy the movie because it's good. It's good. I was happy. Um, I was looking forward to it, and as always, you're always wondering, like, okay, I mean, it was good then, but how are you gonna bring it relevant now, especially after we've had Wakanda? Okay, the name of the movie is not Wakanda, especially after Black Panther. And I'm gonna tell you the truth, because of the time of when they filmed this, I really thought Chadwick Boseman was still alive when they filmed this, and I was so looking forward. Part of me was just waiting, like, okay, he's gonna show up because come on, Boseman. I was waiting. I was just waiting. I just wanted to see T'Challa one more time, and with the accent and everything, and just to say, I do not freeze. Like, it was just perfect. So I feel like it was cool, because we had we had Zamunda before we had Wakanda, right? And so it was like Wakanda just took what we felt when we saw Zamunda to a whole nother level, and then Coming to America comes back, and I can see where they've weaved some of the ideas and the concepts in, and so it was good. It was real good. I had to check myself because I was expecting more dialogue from certain characters. I'm really trying to be diplomatic about this, y'all. But please put your comments and your experience with the movie and your thoughts in the chat, and I'll bring it to life for you. But I had to check myself because I was really looking for a couple of more people to have more to have more dialogue in the movie, and then I had to think about it. Oh, what's her name? Carcel Bouveau. Wait. I don't want to mess up people's names. Hold on. There we go. I don't want to mess up. Okay, I'm just going to tell you the cast, okay? So, of course, we have Eddie Murphy. We have Eddie Murphy. We have Cherie Headley, James Earl Jones. Listen, I can't wait until next Friday. And I probably should have waited until next Friday to talk about it so that way we could just have the whole conversation the way I want to. But I can't wait for y'all to see it. Like, you're going to sit there and go, for real. That's all I'm going to say. And when you do, send me a message. When the moment happens, that's all I can say to you is when it happens. I just want you to send friend and just send me a message and say hashtag really friend. Yes. Yes, you really just saw that happen. Okay, so back to the cast. James Earl Jones, King Jaffe, Wesley Snipes, General Easy, Arsenio Hall, Semi, Kiki Lane, Mika. Okay. Leslie Jones. Okay. John Amos. Wait, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Now, John Amos is up in age, right? But they still had to make him look older. That's when you got good black skin, okay? That you can still be tree trunk age. Hold on, let me see. Because I'm really about to call that man tree trunk age. How old is this man? Oh my goodness. Shut up with your mouth wide open. This man is well in his 80s. This man is well in his 80s. But I promise you, the picture, they made him look way older. If he's in his 80s, they made him look 100. Write that down. I'm telling the truth. They made that man look so old. Okay, let me get to the rest of the cast. Oh, that did me in. He was born in 1939. Oh my goodness. Okay, rest of the cast. Jermaine Fowler, who is the Prince Lavelle. Rotimi, which is the dude that we all hate from Power. This little. Tiana Taylor, Bopoto Easy. Wesley Snipes is her dad. Is Tiana Taylor's dad. Louis Anderson. Okay. I don't know why I thought that man was dead, but I'm so happy to know he is still yet alive. Paul Bates, the original Oha. Garcelle Bouveau. That's the name I was looking for. And then new addition to the cast. Wait. Is he a new addition? Michael Blackson. Him, DeVito, Namzamo Mabata. Say that 5 times fast. Vanessa Bell Calloway. Her. Yeah, I was really expecting her to have more lines. But let me tell you, that lady just collected a check for barking. Oh. Anyway. Okay, well, that's one spoiler. I've done well, okay? Because it could have been way worse. Okay. My spoilers could have been real spoiled, but it wasn't. That might be the only one, but yeah, I was a little disappointed. Tracy Morgan is the perfect addition to this movie. You know, his funny just kind of comes off like he's not even thinking. But there are just so many people in this cast. Lunel, Rick Ross. What? Yeah. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot of good actors. You know, they really made it amazing. So I was very, very happy. I was happy with the movie. Okay. I'll just say it like that. I was very happy with the movie. Made me laugh, you know. And I can't wait to look at it again. I'm checking my messages. I'm checking Facebook. Yes. Got you. Hey, Judy. All right. Oh, because my Judy, she never gets to hang out with me. She always has to watch the replay. Shout out to my replayers. Let me just go on and say that now. Shout out to my replayers. You guys are so faithful in checking out the show. I get messages from people. Hey, I'm not going to be watching live tonight, but I'm going to catch the replay. And then I get phone calls. Girl, you know, which is funny. But I truly appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. Oh, okay. So, do I need to follow up on? Let me see. What was it? I know it was something with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I do have a small follow-up. I do have a small follow-up. I know Kenya Moore is trying to stay relevant. Kenya Moore is the lady that I was telling you guys about last week who decided to take it upon herself to be Mother Hen to the ladies of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and that she decided she wanted to find out, who had maybe some unscrupulous adventures with said stripper on the show and all this kind of stuff. And it was kind of like, okay, you're just doing this to try to stay relevant. And then I find out that she's supposed to be getting her own spinoff. Listen, y'all, can we not spin off until the show is done? You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets this spinoff show. All you're doing is taking away the activity or the watchers from where they started. Like, I don't know. That just kind of baffled me a little bit. I didn't understand how that came to be and why that's even a thing. It just seems like she got baby daddy issues. What's new? Like, that's nothing to make a new show about and lie about your surgery. Did you know that people still do that? They still lie about having surgery? For what? You have not always looked like that. We know it's not you. Let me shut up. Anyway, so yeah. Let me see what else we got. Yes, you're correct. People are funny. You are absolutely correct. So yeah, that's my spiel on Coming to America. I really thought that I thought the movie was great. I thought it was they just did a really good job picking up where they left off. That was cool. And then what else is I gonna tell you guys? Oh yeah, and then especially with the Billie Holiday movie, for those that have not checked it out, it's definitely something to watch if you really didn't know her story, if you didn't know what all she went through, how she got to how she became addicted to the drug thing and all the other kind of stuff, and what it was substituting for, how she was trying to handle things. I wonder sometimes about people. I told you I had something to tell you about my Rainey, but sometimes I wonder, what I know she wasn't the only one, and there were plenty more that, because they had a foul in talking about Billie, because she would record and do shows with Louis Armstrong. Apparently, the FBI they had Louis Armstrong under surveillance as well. Now, that wasn't the first time that I had heard that before. That wasn't the first. I actually heard that. I watched a documentary on Louis Armstrong, and which is another one of the reasons why I am definitely, once things get better, I'm definitely looking forward to going to New York, because his home still stands. There are a couple of homes that I'm interested in seeing on the East Coast where I know I could just take a train and a bus ride and I could see some things. But I definitely want to see the Louis Armstrong Museum. They took his home and converted it into a museum. I definitely want to see that. And then I want to see Malcolm X's home. The home where he lived next door to Nina Simone. I want to see that because they were neighbors. And that came out in Nina Simone's documentary that her daughter did. Maybe I want to say like 2019. Yeah. I think it was 2019 when she did that. Anyway, it was really, really good, right? And so I was it made me think about, because I had previously watched Ma Rainey's Blues maybe about a month and a half ago. Okay, so confession. I watched the movie, and no, 2 months ago. I watched that movie, and didn't realize that the character Tommy in the movie, that actor was portraying Reverend Thomas Dorsey. Did not know. Okay. How did I find out? I found out on the PBS, you know, the PBS special that we've been talking about for the last 2 weeks of the Black Church. And I was just like, wait a minute. I remember that picture. They showed the picture of him. They didn't talk about who Ma Rainey was in that, you know, it was about Thomas Dorsey. And there was this tall, slinky man standing there because, you know, and I'm like, that's the picture from Ma Rainey. And I went, Tommy. They called him Thomas Dorsey played for Ma Rainey. Open up a can of worms if you want to. Now, this man is sure enough resting in his 100-year-old grave, okay? But, honey, let me tell you something. I understood it. All of the pieces made sense. Because once again, I told you guys, maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago, when we're talking about the Black Church, that I was introduced to the story of Thomas Dorsey at a production that I was in with Don B. Welch. We did The Old Ship of Zion. That was the name of the play. And we had to do all these old songs. And Sherman Gordon had to portray Thomas Dorsey. And what he did, he told Thomas Dorsey's story of him being, you know, going out on a revival, and only to receive word that, you know, there was trouble at home. By the time he made it home, his wife had given birth and died during childbirth, and the child died as well. Horrible story. And so his time with Ma Rainey, to my understanding, was shortly thereafter because he was just distraught. Now, y'all know it don't matter what I talk about, somehow, some way, it get me right back to Jesus. Let me tell you something. It just all of these stories, such as your Ma Rainey's, your Thomas Dorsey, your Billie Holiday, even your Martin Luther King. All of these people did magnificent things, but experienced horrendous tragedies. Everything about our movement, our history as Black people, is tragic. I really stopped and thought about what they tried to do to Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King died so young, you know? And the majority of his work, the majority of the work that he did it in his late 20s, early 30s. The man became world-renowned, Nobel Peace Prize winner in his early 30s, shortly before he was cut down. And all the FBI was trying to do was harness the negativity that they could drudge up on him. Anything that they could do to destroy his family. Anything that they could do to attempt to destroy his legacy. Which is why I thought that the approach that MLK and the FBI, that documentary was so well put together, because it did not shy away from his propensities. It did not shy away from it. If anything, it highlighted how they tried to use it. And think it not strange, saints of God, that's what Satan will do to us. He'll take the most negative thing about you and attempt to use it against you in an effort that others won't like you because of what they know. How many people have you decided that you don't like them because of what you heard about them? Ooh. I wonder how many people decided that they didn't like me because of what they might have heard about me. Interesting thoughts, huh? Interesting how people will definitely try to use the negative in an effort to cause others to not like you or to not support you. But you know what ends up happening? Free advertisement. Write that down. Free advertisement. All because somebody didn't like you. And so now all you have are a bunch of people that are flocking to you now. Some just want to come see, is it true? Others are interested in, but she's still a human. Martin Luther King was still a human. Billie Holiday was still an amazing human with a timeless, authentic voice that it took all of these years to find the perfect person that could harness that energy and give us Billie. Oh my goodness, Andrew Day, she did her thing. She did her thing. She really did. Question is, what kind of impact are you making? I ask myself that all the time. What, if any, how have I made an impact? When I close my eyes for the last time, did I help anybody? Did I speak truth to power? Did I encourage somebody to go a little bit further? Not did I make enough money, because you can never make enough money. Not to live in this world. It wouldn't matter anyway, because you can't take it with you. Money is simply to just make you comfortable while you're here on this earth. And sometimes I feel the more uncomfortable you are, the more useful you are, because you're not haughty in spirit and thought. You're humble. I always wonder sometimes, God, why is it that the ones that I see that are trying to do their best for you don't have what they desire to have? And his response was simply, well, I never want them to think that they can make it without me. Ouch. What are you saying, God? If you had everything you needed right now, you would be so enamored, not intentionally, but you would be so enamored with what you have that you would forget to tell God thank you. Every night before I go to bed, as I'm laying down, it's Lord, I thank you for one more day. When I wake up, it's Lord, I thank you for one more day. I want to go to sleep with it on my mind, and I want to wake up with it on my mind. That is because of him that I have this day. Good, bad, or indifferent. I just want him to know I'm grateful. That's the mindset that I take, you know? And it's, you know, it's not always one of those things, you know, sometimes, because sometimes you just kind of, you don't intentionally forget about God. And I don't know about you, but some, you know, you don't intentionally do that. You're living, you know, you're busy living, you're busy trying to enjoy, in some cases, the fruits of your labor. Honestly, you really are. But at the same time, it's like, if I take my hand if God were to take his hand off of me, what would I be? Would I be the person that falls victim or prey to being enticed by the enemy? It's possible. I mean, Satan even took his stab at trying to tempt Jesus. So what more you think he gonna do for my fool behind? Child, try to string me up. I'd be the next strange fruit hanging. Trying to tell you the truth. But that's all Satan want to do is hang us out to dry. Bottom line. God help today. I have to admit something. You know, we're in Lent season, and so all of our ministers at our church have a different Sunday to preach. And so normally at my church, I preach on second and fourth. I kind of know how like my dad feels sometimes when God gives you a word, you know, and it's like, boy, you can't wait to get back to the pulpit. I'm glad I don't have to wait for the pulpit to a certain degree because I can always click this button on and start talking. And I had even said that I was going to start doing some stuff during the day, but my schedule is just so crazy sometimes. The timing, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to do something different. But I always think, like, man, sometimes God drops things in my spirit, and it's like, ooh, I want to dig into that. But I'm one of those when I'm not quick to want to just give it because I want to study it, not just so I can preach it, but I want to teach it, And that's the interesting thing that I've realized. I'm in a whole nother realm of thought, and you guys just get to go along for the ride right now. So if you like it, you roll with me. If you don't, click the button, you can go somewhere. But no, when God downloads something into my spirit, I try to I like to study it. I like to understand it. Some say chew on it, for a minute before I present it. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I'm not quick to share sometimes what God gives me. Because sometimes I want to be sure that it wasn't just one of them words that was for me. I'm going to tell you why I say that. Sometimes preachers preach sermons that were supposed to be preached in the mirror. Oh, you've heard those sermons. You've heard those sermons. You've heard those sermons where you went home and you said, now he should have preached that to himself. You have. On the way home, riding with your husband on the way to Sizzler. Not on the way home, but because you know how people go out to dinner after church. Now he should have just kept that to himself and preached that was for him. It's so interesting how we know what was for somebody, but when the preacher talking and it's for sure enough, not just on your street, but in your sink. Let me shut up. When you know that it's for you, you don't want to receive it. But you can sure enough tell that whatever the preacher's talking about, now he should have kept that to himself. Okay, well, bless the Lord. Thing is, now someone is saying, well, sometimes, it's for all of us. And that's why sometimes you'll hear preachers that will put themselves, they'll say we and not a you, because pointing the finger you is very judgmental. And so sometimes things that are considered in more of a what you need to do, in a reprimanding type tone, it's often understood that those types of sermons are reserved for a pastoral platform. And in some respects, and then, depending on your denomination, I get that. Where we tend to get some leeway in that is when there's revival. However, if there's a preacher that for sure enough they hear from God, they don't have to be a pastor to have a life-changing message. You know, the whole idea of being a preacher is to deliver the gospel, okay, and deliver a message of repentance, okay. Turn from your ways, do this, do that, okay. So that's very direct, okay. But you know, sometimes when God gives a word, sometimes that word is for the prophet. Sometimes that word is so that the deliverer can get their mind together so that they can be more of a blessing to the people of God. You get my drift? You know? So that's why sometimes I'm not so quick to be like, you know what God said the other day? You know, I don't do that. Unless I'm told to. So in other news, and then I'm done with this today. Because I am. In my quest to be consistent, sometimes it can be taxing and overwhelming, but I put my hand to the plow concerning this YouTube show having thing. And I've really tried to be consistent, and even be consistent in when I decide that a revamping is necessary or there's some more things I want to learn. I'm okay with taking that pause. But here we are at episode 28. Hallelujah to Jesus. And it has definitely been a super ride, and I'm here for it. But I feel like a break is coming. I can feel that. In that I want to level up. I want to do a little bit more, you know. I'm learning as I go, and I'm grateful for that. But I want to do some other things with it as well. Okay, so no, I changed my mind. I don't want to talk about COVID today because it brings me down. But I will say this: I'm praying for those that are either on their way to the other side of. Oh wait, let me clear that up because I ain't trying to say people dying like that. On the how I won't say this. Praying for people that are recovering. Thank God for the people that are recovering from COVID. That's what I'm trying to say. Everything I was about to say sounded like people that slipped on a banana peel and died. That's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is listen, I keep forgetting. Thank you, Reverend Wynn. I appreciate that. I keep forgetting sometimes. Y'all know I don't want to say that was a dark humor moment because I don't find humor in COVID. The only thing that tends to tickle me a little bit is when people cough or sneeze in public and everybody do that just kind of whoo. And like if my for instance, okay, and then I'm gonna be done with this because I really said I didn't want to talk about COVID, but so listen, so we just all kind of found out a couple of Sundays ago that apparently my mom doesn't like the sorry, she doesn't like the disinfectant. And, you know, we have to wipe stuff down and stuff, you know, if we have somebody else come up to speak or whatever the case may be or whatever. In between, you know, different people. But because we're in our bubble, you know, we tend to, we hold each other down. But on this particular round, that day, I wiped everything down prior to her going to the microphone. So my mom's standing there talking. And then all of a sudden, she just started coughing. And so because I'm sitting directly in front of her, because you know I got my camera on her, and New Year's Stan, my cousin, he's operating the other camera that's adjacent to me, but he's sitting on the other side. But it was just so funny because from where I was sitting, I could see everybody, including my dad. And when she did it, she kind of turned her head in his direction. And he went, And I'm sitting there like, don't look at your wife like that. But I made the same face, and New Year kind of looked up, and then New Year looked at me. New Year silly butt gonna grab his messengers. He's looking at mom. Put his mask up to his face. So that afternoon, after church, mama said, I'm gonna tell you this now. You spray that stuff on that microphone one more time, and the next time I call, I'm just walking off. And you have to know, you have to know my mom to see that hand. Because my mama can point. If she's on her phone, she can ippity boppity boop. Like she just mama. I love my mama. Okay, she is hilarious. But baby, that Sunday we almost lost it right there in the middle of service because she called and my dad. Like he don't have to ride home with her. Help me today. Listen, y'all. That was some funny stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, COVID ain't funny, but the way we are handling it is hilarious. Okay? Let's just be clear. All right. Because it's so much, and it's so much that I could say, and I'm not gonna go. Thank you, sis. Cretia, no. My mom was Lucretia's counselor at Markham. And so my mama can, and tell you, you confused. And if you didn't know which way you were supposed to go, follow the finger away from her. That's the bottom line. You better ask about Frankie. Okay, let me see which phone is about to go off, because I know she's about to send me a message and say, stop talking about me. You better learn how to laugh at yourself. I do it all the time. That's why I always tell people, don't tell me not to laugh at people. Don't tell me that certain things are not funny. Because if I laugh at myself, you are free game. And that's when I agree with the Prophet Cat Williams that is God's will for me to laugh, and I'm going to get my 7 laughs in. Ha, 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 ha. I'm going to get them all. I'm going to get all my laughs. I'm trying to tell you. I think I want to, I think, why do people do that to me? See, this is how, in the shoe, I think you meant in the show. See, oh, there you go. She corrected herself. I knew she was going to pop up eventually. I told y'all. Go ahead and tell Sister White ain't nothing wrong with it. It's all right, Sister White. It's all right. What is this? I don't know what I done started, but y'all pray if something start talking. I don't know what that is. I have no clue what is happening right now. Anyway, I'm going to laugh right along with you. Thank you, Judy. See, Judy ain't going to leave me hanging. She already know I ain't rap tight. She's another one that sends me messages like, girl, you are too funny. Listen, I'll just be over here minding my business, telling the truth and shaming the devil. Huh? Shame him. All right, so show of hands in the comment section. Show of hands in the comment section. Who's gonna watch Coming to America tonight? Who's gonna watch it? And if you want to know how to watch it, you have to watch it on Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime. I thought about doing a watch party, but I wasn't sure how that was gonna go. Who's gonna watch the movie tonight? Because if you're watching the movie, because I think I need somebody else to watch the United States versus Billie Holiday, so that way we can talk about it next week. Because I want to hear other reviews. What do you think? What say ye? What say ye concerning these movies, huh? You saw it last night. Okay, Cree. Good. So have you been held to silence too by people? Don't tell you anything? Man, I talked to 3 people today. Don't tell me. See, ain't nobody in here to go at me. Don't tell me. Oh, you don't have Amazon? Oh, man. Oh. Well, they have a free month trial. So try that. You can do a free month on Amazon. And then just make sure you cancel it after you watch the movie. Oh, you gave your review this morning? Okay. All right. You saw it last night as well. Okay. All right. There we go. Yes, Reverend Wynn, it is worth it. It is worth it. They always have these trial, Amazon Prime. They always have these trials where you can, try it out. And then you can either watch it on your laptop. You can watch it on, if you have a smart TV, you can watch it on your smart TV, or you can watch it on, you can use the app and watch it on your phone. That'll work too. That was another one of my villagers. I love you too. Thank you. Exactly. Oh, Stephanie, all you got to do is call Quisha. Call your daughter and tell her you want to watch Coming to America and watch what she'll do for you. Yes. Yes, you can watch the trailer. Now, the trailer, you can watch that for free on YouTube. But I want you to see the movie. Hey, Bishop Withers. You can't do that to me. You can't do you cannot do that, Bishop Withers. Don't do that. Just pop up like that. Listen, one of the greatest bishops in the Full Gospel Church. Huh? Come on, regional. That's the regional bishop right there. What's going on? But yeah. Check the movie out. Check the movie out. Yes, Carolyn, hurry up and watch. You have to hurry up and check this movie out because I'm not biting my tongue next week. I've done well not to give any spoilers. I only gave one, and it wasn't even a bad one. It wasn't even a bad one. But you have to go check out Zamunda, and you are going to love Wesley Snipes. That's all I can say. This man is funny. He is so funny. And his accent, oh yeah. I think he studied with the same person that Chadwick Boseman studied with. I mean, is it kid friendly? I'm not saying to take that long. I'm scanning the movie in my head without thinking out loud. It was one little thing with Wesley Snipes that he did that was kind of like, "Oh, children, cover your eyes." All right, and we're back. It's one of those moments. I mean, okay, Bishop, if you've seen the first one and you know how the barbershop guys were talking, it's a little bit of, it's that. Okay, aside from the scene that you saw in on the trailer. But for the most part, yeah. Yeah, it's cool. I think it'll be okay. I don't think you'll have to have any life-changing conversations. Yeah, I don't think you have to go that far with it, but you're good. It's corny, okay? Okay? Because it's this movie came out in the 80s, early 90s or whatever, late 80s maybe. And now it's 2021. So some of the stuff is corny, but it's like, yes, I'm here for it. I'm here for it simply because they brought back the characters, they weaved them in, they made it work. It was perfect timing with certain things, and it's like, yes, but okay, that was corny. It was those kind of moments, but it's still good. When it's over with, you have been to Zamunda. Thank you, Javelin. Thank you. Like, you just had these moments where it's like, it's so worth it. It is so worth it. But I was still looking for Chadwick. I really was. There were some moments that I was just like, he would have set this off just because he can be funny, serious. He can be funny and really hold that serious, or he could. Sorry, y'all. I'm still not over T'Challa being gone. I need Kleenex. But no, for real. Like, there were just so many moments where it was like, oh my goodness, why couldn't they have done this sooner? So now, we've been told that moving on, Best Man is coming back again. Come on, Saints. I'm here for that too. So I'm excited. Now I need Eddie. I need Eddie Murphy. And I know this is going to be hard, y'all. Take a deep breath with what I'm about to say. Just breathe with me, children. I want a sequel to Harlem Nights. I want a sequel. I know. I didn't say okay, wait. Maybe not a sequel because the majority of those characters are dead, including Eddie's brother. But if not a sequel, I would like a remake. And if we do a remake, I don't care how many acting classes I have to take, but I want to be Della Reese. I said it. Sipping on my cup with it too. I want to play Della Reese. Just so I could fight Eddie Murphy. Because if I had hit him with that trash can top, he wouldn't have got up. He wouldn't have got up. Thank you. I'm glad my village agrees with me. I just want the whole 20s outfits, my fascinator, Don't be talking about my girls. Sugar, come on. Oh my goodness. I'm so serious. Like, that's one of my all-time favorite movies. And I love, and that's the other thing, Reverend Wynn, that's the other thing. If you get the month subscription, they have all of the other Eddie Murphy movies, Harlem Nights, Vampire in Brooklyn. If you have not seen Vampire, listen. I'm gonna need you to step your game up. If you have not seen Harlem Nights, Vampire in Brooklyn, coming to America, okay? Before the clumps, okay? Before what's that bigger where she what was the character? That's not the name of the movie. Norbit. Oh, Jesus. Y'all stop laughing. Because y'all knew exactly what I'm talking about. He, where she kept hitting the horn. I really could be Della Reese's granddaughter. That would definitely work. Oh, you the one that shot my grandmama in a pinky toe. Now I got to cut you. Yes, I could do it. That was my that was my what is it? My audition right there. That was it. But no, for real. Before Norbit, before the clump, it's not even called the clumps. It was called Nutty Professor. Before all of that, it was Vampire in Brooklyn, Coming to America, Another 48 Hours, all that stuff with Eddie. Listen, it'll make your day. Do yourself a favor and watch those movies. I promise you, you will never be the same. You're going to get a good laugh. You hear me? A good laugh. Listen, I'm going to be honest, Javelin. It took me a minute to watch Norbit because I felt attacked. I did. I felt attacked. Listen. Until you big and you go to a restaurant and all they have are booths and your stomach is over in the other person's lap, you don't understand. I'm I'm so serious. Respucia. And I'm like, all big people don't have an attitude like that. And then again, some of them do because they don't know how to just be themselves and be funny. That's that piece. Or they just really got a bone to pick with somebody. Or they got a bone to pick with somebody. They just ain't said what's on their mind. It's one or the other. Okay. Good grief. Listen. And let me see what else. It was something else I was gonna tell y'all. I think I covered it all. Y'all took my brain. Ooh. You guys took me down memory lane on that one. I'm so serious. That is so funny. Yes, you are right. Judy says she could watch that every day. That's funny. I'm serious. No, but those are just some good movies. You know, you just want to sit back and just get you a good laugh. You know, life is hard, man. And it's just difficult. All the stuff that we have to deal with. It's enough to drive you crazy. But listen, do me a favor, y'all. Remember to like, subscribe, and share on the Just Friend channel on YouTube. Remember, I see your comments on Facebook, but I really would prefer where I could share the comments where everybody can see them, whether they're on YouTube or Facebook. So, as always, if you want your comments to show up, on the screen, you have to do it on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, Nessa. See, like this, I'd be able to show your comments on the screen like that. Thank you, Nessa. I appreciate you, my love. Right. So yeah, so make sure you guys go ahead, like, subscribe, and share the Just Friend channel. And you'll get that little notification. If you click the bell, you'll get a notification whenever I decide that I'm gonna go live and I schedule it. You'll get notified that I'm going live at 7:05 or 7:10, whatever it is. You know? So but it's been real. It's been great. I think I'm gonna go do something to my hair because y'all gonna love this ponytail today, huh? Go by. You're gonna bless it. You're gonna love it today. I love you as always, my village. You guys are always so amazing. You guys make me laugh. You guys say I make you laugh, but trust me, the comments, the text messages, all of that, you guys just keep me laughing. Okay. So shout out to my village for rolling with me. Hey. Oh, thank you, Joshua. That's one of my actor buddies. Thank you, Joshua. Give your wife a hug and kiss for me. I miss her beautiful face. And I really hope she's doing well in all of her endeavors with what was it, makeup and modeling, or can't really recall what it is, but I know that she was really looking forward to the moves that she was getting ready to make. So I hope all of that worked out for her. Miss you guys. But yeah, it's it's been wonderful. Thank you for coming with me to Zamunda. It has been great. And I hope that when you watch the movie, you will think of me, especially when you listen to Wesley Snipes. Oh my goodness. I can't wait. I cannot wait until next week. You guys better be ready. And I think what I'm going to do is I might not even go live on Facebook next week. So everything will be on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Go to YouTube and go to my page. Matter of fact, I'm going to make it easy for you. I know what to do. Give me 1 second, village. Y'all hang in there. I'm about to make it real easy for you. I'm going to go to my channel page real quick. Okay. And I'm going to put it in the chat on Facebook. Okay. Now, what I just put on Facebook, that link, you should be able to click it and it takes you straight to my YouTube channel, not to this particular video. It's going to take you to my channel where you'll see all of the shows. Okay. You'll see all of my shows. Well, let me back that up. From about episode 11, I think, episode 10 or episode 11, all the way to 28. Because those are the ones that I've done on my own, not the ones that are on We Are LA. If you want to see those, I'll send you that link and you can go back and look at those videos. When I first started, when I had the other producer guy, no shade, no cap. Love the guy to death. Happy about his life. There you go with that. But anywho, back to my channel. I know you do, Reverend Wynn. Thank you, baby. But to everyone else, if you click that link, it'll take you straight to the Just Friend channel, and you can click the bell and you can subscribe. You'll see those two things right together. And if you do that, you'll get notified when I go live and when the show is live. And then not only that, when you type your comments, I'll be able to click them and drag them the same way you saw me do a few minutes ago. I'll be able to click them and drag them and put them there. The other thing I'm going to be working on, I'm about to go for real this time. I feel like a preacher. I'm getting ready to close. That's number one. All right. I got two more of them. All right. Y'all hold that. But anyway, another thing I want to learn how to do is how to create commercials. Yeah. That's the next thing. I want to learn how to create commercials. So like, for instance, when I was, did the interview with, I'm about to say it. Lady Charlotte Johnson, who wrote the book Stormwatch, or when I was talking to you guys about the sea moss that I still have not tried. I haven't tried it personally, but I know people that have tried Jasiri Life sea moss. I know a couple of people that take sea moss and they rant and rave about it. I just haven't been bold enough to do it just yet. I don't know why. They keep telling me all I have to do is add it to my shakes or to my smoothies, but then that means I would have to actually make them. And I have a great blender too. I have a Ninja. You know, you do that little thing, and then it just does it all for you. I like doing it. That's what it does. But anyway, I still haven't made any though. Sorry. But for real though, but just Siri, if you're interested in sea moss, see, I can also do this too. Oh, will it let me? Hey, see how I just put my link up there on YouTube? See how I did that? That could be your comment. Okay, let me stop. But anyway, what else was I looking for? Yeah, this sea moss. If you're interested in it, go support her. I've known this little girl since she was a baby, and she is a good grown woman now. Okay, a good grown woman that has traveled the world. All right, I have lived vicariously through this girl. Okay, she has traveled the world. I'm talking Thailand. I think she went to the Philippines, or is it my cousin who went to the Philippines? I don't know, but she liked Thailand. I know that much. She made me kind of like Thailand too. I don't plan on going anytime soon, but that's what it is. But yeah, and I'm getting ready to close. That's two. In the next 2 or 3 weeks, Lord Jesus, I gotta look at this footage from the recording that we did on Sunday. I still have not looked at it. I needed some time. I needed to woosah, okay? And so I'm gonna be looking at that footage within the next couple of days. So that way I can give you guys a date that it's going to be out. I still don't know what to call it, quiet as kept. Because I just feel like the experience is just a little grand. It's grand. And it's so grand. I feel like that title is so grand that it requires even more effort on my part. You know, this is just, you know how y'all ask me to sing and y'all want to hear a song? Well, now it'll be something recorded. Just go to YouTube and play the video. Okay, leave me be. But I'm serious. It's just some good music, you know, some tributes to LA, to some LA artists, and try not just LA but some California artists, because Walter Hawkins, they were actually from the Bay Area. Ooh, I hope never mind. I'm not going back down that rabbit hole. But anyway, but no, so yeah, I still don't know what to name it. I know my auntie, my godmother said The Experience featuring Francesca White and Dr. Hopkins. Shout out to Dr. Hopkins for your contribution to this project. I just don't know what to call it. I'm just being honest. I really don't. But all will be well. We'll think of something. He's the one with words, so that should come out nice. But yeah, it's just some real good. It's just really good gospel music that that we're gonna appreciate. Sorry, all of a sudden my live started talking in my ear. All right, there we go. Anyway, I'm getting ready to close. That's the last one. That's that's it. Okay. So we've done Friday in Zamunda, and I'm going to turn you all loose so that you can go run uh with the lion, the goat, and the elephants. Yeah? No? You tired of it yet? You can't be tired of it yet, because if you haven't seen the movie, you're in for a whole lot of bad African accents. But I'm telling you, Wesley Snipes, his is just, it's on par. It's right where it needs to be. He goes up at the right time when he should. Yes. Yes. All right. This is my time, and now I give you freedom to roam, but don't sow your royal oats. God will not be pleased with you. He will not be pleased. I'm having too much fun. I love you all. Love you, Village. Thank you for being so amazing. But I gotta go. Bye. Until next time.